Did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Peace, peace. What's good? What's good? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We have a good show coming up today. I'm a little bit sad because my moderator, Riri, is not here right now. Hopefully she'll chime in a little bit later during the show. But it's going to be a great show. And I want to just give a shout out to Scorekeepers and Mighty Hebrew, China Black, Princess, JG. There's a whole bunch of people I did during the show that I will definitely shout out. Matter of fact, let me see who's here right now. Okay, we got Gary's Garage is in the building. Derek Falco is in the building. Princess is definitely in the building. Okay, so I don't know. I hope you guys come into Scoreboard Keepers. And they're just an excellent team. You know, a lot of our family go back and forth from my videos to Scorekeepers, and so yesterday it was extremely interesting to me. You know, I got a chance to get off a couple of snaps on our I gotta call him an op. You know, on one of the agents, First Class Citizen, peace, Mr. T, peace. I have to call him because, you know, it's really complicated to think that there are actually these type of trolls, these type of, oh, wow, okay, yes, she's here, she's in the building, Riri is in the building, she's in the building. She's in the building. So, you know, yesterday, like I said, when we were in the chat, you know, these trolls came, like they came by the dozens, if you really want to ask me. And so we really figured it out. We kind of figured it out. And I put this sound bite in there today because, like I said, they come in and they don't want to, this is...
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Right. And so the ops, they can't handle the truth. And, you know, like I said in Scorekeepers, these people are really trying their best to unlock our code. And people, we thank God our ancestors did make a code. Thank God that they made a code. Thank God that they made a code, because without that code, we'd have anarchy and chaos, basically. We'd have anarchy and chaos. First Class Citizen, Money, DJ Money C. Oh, what's DJ Money C? What's up? Go Go Gadget. What's up? Salute. Peace. Peace. So today I wanted to kind of bring them to the forefront. Now, what I was gonna do was I was gonna show a lot of the clips and a lot of the comments that these guys do, but I'm gonna save them. I'm really gonna save them, and there's a reason why I'm gonna save them, but I'm gonna save them. But let's get started. And we're gonna go one by one, and we're gonna try to. I think today's goal, we're gonna try to figure out what is the purpose of these trolls. What is the purpose of these trolls, and what are they here for? Now, I don't know how many people are in here right now, but I guarantee you, within the people that are here right now, we have the trolls. They're here. They're definitely here because they need our information. They need our information so bad because that's all they have is our information. They don't have information for their self. They have information from us. And one of the things that I'm so glad that my family just they realized that as soon as it happened, one of the trolls is Columbus, and he watches my stuff completely. Like he has the notification for any time I come on. He's one of the trolls, and he goes by a couple of names. And so from day one, from my first video, I talk about British walkers and, and pro-kids, all the things I've talked about. And so he never talks about those things. But yesterday, he goes, nah, that he wore all of these things. Now, one of the things that we asked him, and he never, ever said anything or answered. He had all these other answers to say, but he didn't answer that, was that we asked him, well, show some pictures of when you were young and you wore some of these things. We said, bring up some pictures of when you were young and you wore some of these items of clothes that you were talking about. And of course, like crickets, nothing. So what I did was I said, okay, let me bring up a picture of my younger days. And this is my attire. This was my attire, and it's still till this day. This is how I dress. This is something that these styles are something that are so familiar to me, and these are something that I will love for the rest of my life, And I wish I had another one before I cut the hair with my afro. But a lot of times people, because I've put on a lot of weight, and of course I got a gray and I got older and things, but I'm sure when people see this picture, they go, hold up, FaZe is booby. That's Booby, or even Easy Al at this picture, and they'll say, "That's Booby." Oh my goodness, yes, with those gazelles and the alligator shirt and the polo, the vest, and the sweat hoodie. And they'll say, "Wow, that's Booby. That's Booby." Now that Booby, they know. They don't know DJ Faze, because at this age, I wasn't DJ Faze. I wasn't. I knew how to write Faze, but I didn't. I wasn't called Faze at this point. And so we asked this Columbus guy for him to put out some pictures. Let him put out some pictures of those, those earlier years. This is one of my pictures from 1976. This is a picture, and that's a PR car. I do have the color picture of it, and I'm gonna show the color picture of it, and it's in my book. But that's a Montneck, and that's a PR Cardan blazer, and I had on some AJs. That's the same color as the blazer, and of course the British Walkers, and that was the style. Now the funny thing about that is, if I show you the rest of the picture, I'm the only one in the class that got on a blazer, and I got on the Montneck, I got on the AJs, and I got on the and I had the British Walkers. So these are just some of the pictures that I just wanted to let Columbus know that I really want him to show us his pictures. I'll even go way back further than that. Let's go here, okay? And okay. So now, even till today, people wear a baseball jacket and the hat to match. Okay? And so that's Booby right there. That's Booby. That's Booby, who used to be on Mario's turntables. They used to play the drums in the carriage room. They used to play the drums for Broadway and stuff. That's Booby right there. Okay, that's Booby. And so when I look back at these pictures, and I remember, that's something that it seems like our culture is a part, it made, we always had to match. We were not ones to have 100 different colors on and just unneat and not put together. It's just that's how our culture is. So we asked Columbus, I'm going to show more pictures, but we asked Columbus for him to show some of those pictures. No, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay. All right. So we asked him, show some pictures, show some of the things that you wore as a kid. Show us some of the records. And oh my God. So looking through some records today, I found a record that I wouldn't even let anybody else play the record, because the record from the beginning, and it has a part 1 and part 2, and from the beginning it starts off with the drum break, and then it adds on the bass line, the guitar, a organ, and a couple of horns, and then it goes right back into the drum break. And this was my secret weapon. And God rest his soul. Well, I don't know, but there's a Mario used to ask me what this record was, and I never told him. I never told anybody what this record was. And so when I was digging in the records, earlier, and I saw it, I was like, the secret. If somebody gets a hold, like I search on to see if I could find it, again or whatever. I did get 2 copies of it. I got a promotional copy and the released copy, and I look at that record and I say, wow, if they had just got the name of that record back then they probably could have found some copies of it. But now the record is so rare, and that's a record that, the merry-go-round would work. It would definitely work with that record. And so I scratched the name out. I definitely scratched the name out. But what I was showing was, okay, so this is what he said. He says, all the guys that saw Herc said he couldn't even DJ, so there was no way he was looping breaks. Okay, so let's understand exactly what he's talking about. First of all, notice that he says all the guys that saw Herc, right? So admitting that he never saw Herc. All right, he never saw Herc. That's why he's always asking questions, always asking questions. These people always ask questions. So he said that, Herc wasn't looping breaks. So let's talk about the word looping. Okay, I am a producer, and I know what a loop is on a sampler. A loop is a continuous measure of record, beat, break, whatever you want to call it. Continuous. So it's the same exact beat in the same exact time over and over and over. So that's what looping is. And so DJs don't loop, they cut. And so you would have to be a robot to get it exact. I mean, you can get it to the millisecond, but to get it exact every single time, you would have to be a definite robot. You would have to be a machine that had a metronome built in for you to cut exact same thing. So I've never saw a DJ actually loop a record. I've seen a DJ cut the record, cut Apache, cut 7 Minutes Funk, cut Catch a Groove, Super Sperm. All of those records, I've seen a DJ, because I'm a DJ and I have done it. So the word looping came when the sampler or the drum machine was introduced. And so for the person to go, he wasn't looping, and people said he wasn't looping, and I saw that the other day, and I said, wow, see, these people, they have no clue about what the creation was. They have no clue. They just talk stuff like what he said. He said, all the guys that saw Herc. So that's number one. Now the other troll, right? This troll that just has been obsessed with me for years and years. He's been obsessed with me. Says Mario and Smokey were scratching and doing tricks in 1971, in 71. Now, this is the guy that says, matter of fact, it might be here. Let me see. It might be here. Okay, here it is. This is the same guy now. Remember, this is the same guy that wrote and said that Smokey and Mario were doing tricks in 71. Then he tells Princess, your dad wanted to be like Herc. Respectfully, let's look at his flyers from October 21st, 1977. How many LaRocks are on the flyer? 2. They got that from Coke LaRock. The doubling of the name, Ronnie Ron, Desi Des, comes from Herc's camp. Timmy Tim started that wave. Now, this is the same guy. Remember, he goes and then he talks about the flyers in 77, right? But then, look at this. Okay, no, that's the same one, right? Hold on. Okay, he says, your memory is sharp. The people claiming Mario was DJing in the park in 71 simply weren't there. He started out hyping up for Cool D, then brought his system through Chuck City Dudes in 77. And he played what we would now call hip hop. Now, this is the same guy. Thank you so much. You was there, and your take about hip-hop starting in Bronxdale is simply your opinion. But at least you didn't lie and claim Mario was rocking parks in 71. Thanks for giving a timeline. All right, so now remember, this is the same guy. Look, I'll take it back. Hold on, that's even a different one. Yeah, I'll take it back. Okay, this is the same guy. So we have it right here. We have Mario and Smokey were scratching and doing tricks in 71. Right there. So what happened was, I'm going to explain the play and what happened. See, when he said this part, right, he didn't even realize that he was under Bally 733. He didn't realize that yet. He did not realize that he was going under Bally 7. He thought he was under another name when he said that. Y'all catch the play? Y'all catch it now? He thought that he was pretending to be someone else. Okay, so let's go back to this guy. All right? Dwayne Thomas. Dwayne Thomas says to China Black, says, I was reading the comments from the previous video 3 or 4 hours ago, and the dude, I think he's talking about Dwayne Thomas, right? Dwayne commented at the end of the comments that he don't fight females or go back and forth with them, but now I don't see it. I think maybe FaZe deleted it to have an excuse to be out there defending you 4 hours later. Okay, so do you see the play? Do you see the troll ship? Do you see the troll ship, people? I mean, I don't know if you guys are responding yet or whatever, because I'm gonna go over to the comments in a few minutes. But do you see the play? So this guy, Dwayne Thomas, believes that he's in another name, and as soon as he realized that he made that mistake, of course he deleted it immediately. He deleted it immediately because he realized he made the mistake. He made the mistake by saying right there, I think he's talking about Dwayne. Okay, so that's the play. And this is why I say, wow, you know, these people, these trolls, they're bound to trip up because they're doing dastardly acts. These are dastardly acts to try to corrupt the truth. And that's only way you can put it is they want to corrupt the truth. Okay. Now, like I said, let me come out of that. And I just have to put this picture in. Okay, so now there's a story behind this picture. There's a story behind this picture. And if guys, so let me explain to you what that hat is. That's a knitted Applejack. Okay, so it's two-tone, and it's the actual tone that is my jacket. Okay, because even back then, I gotta wear the jacket and the pants, the jeans or whatever it is. I gotta have the top and the bottom. Okay, so those are my dogs, Snowball and Cody. And anybody that lived in Bronxdale knows in the 60s and the 70s, we were not allowed to have animals in the projects. We were not allowed to. And so, of course, my family had all kinds of animals because my sister wanted to be a veterinarian. And that's another story about when Blackie, the dog, got shot and bullied and all of that. You know, everybody in the project used to bring their sick animals to our house for my sister to work on them, and later on I started working on them as well. But like I said, the reason why I say this is because look how old I am. That's number one. And look, and this is everyday wear. This is everyday wear. And remember when I told you about us matching, like okay, just say for instance that I came downstairs and I wasn't matching. If I came downstairs and I wasn't matching, and say for instance, hold on, let me see. Okay, if I came downstairs and I wasn't matching and Willie was outside, all right, he would tell me to go back upstairs. And if he was going somewhere, he would wait until I went upstairs, change, and come back downstairs, and then he would leave. Okay, so that's what our elders did. That's what our people, our culture people did. They would not let me come outside if I wasn't matching. And that's why when you look at Bronxdale people, you like let's go even till this day, like I said. If you look at Bronxdale people, we all match. We all have to match. Like we have to match. We have to be matched. Like we have to. And so, I say that to say it's like that's our culture, and it's just hard for anybody that wasn't there to realize what I'm talking about. This is hard for people to realize this. So when Columbus said that he wore the things that I said I wore, I guarantee you he can't do that. I guarantee you he can't do that. You see what I'm saying? I guarantee now he'll probably screenshot this picture now, but y'all guys see my hand, and he'll try to crop my hand out of it. But he can't do that. He just cannot do that. He cannot produce a picture like that. Now, if you look here, you can't really see it, but you remember when we were talking about the pants, the Sassoon, the Faded Glory, the Jordache, the all of those pants? Well, that's one of those pants, jeans right there. And the shirt and the hat and the jacket is Ralph Lauren back then. Okay? Back then, that was Ralph Lauren. Okay? And so that's one thing that I made sure that we did. We definitely made sure that we were matching. And I definitely do it because I know my elders are looking at me. Okay, so let's listen. I gotta stop doing that for a minute, and I wanted to show y'all some cards and stuff, but let me go back up. Let me go back up. Ooh, let me go back up. Ooh, y'all was in there going in. Y'all was going. Okay, so let's start off with Gary Garage. Right? He says, "What's good, Face? What they saying now? They said it cause they wasn't there. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Derek is in the building. All right. Look, Princess definitely in the building. Right? Okay. So we know that. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Riri came straight in and went straight to work. She went straight to work. Okay, Mr. T. Okay. Okay, first class citizen in the building. Okay. Okay, let's see. Tammy, what's going on? She's in the building. Peace and power, Brother Faze in chat. Peace, she's in the building. In the building, definitely in the building. In the building. In the building. In the building. Let's look. Let's see what. Salute, Riri. Salute, sis. Happy to know you made it. Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Okay. So let's get to some questions. In the clouds, Paul Roberts. Hey, peace to Paul Roberts. He's definitely down with us. Definitely in the fam. All right. In the clouds, salute chat and host. Yes, definitely. JG, always tuning in, coming in and saying, doing what it does. Okay, let's see where I want some questions. Everybody shouting out right now. Everybody shouting out. Everybody shouting out right now. So let's go to the questions. Let's go to the questions. Oh, and I have to say this. Y'all can say whatever you want to say. But, you know, people, the trolls will say that I beg for donations. That's what they'll say. And I explain all the time that this page is not monetized, right? It's not. So the other pages that are sponsored and monetized, they get money no matter when they come on. They just get money no matter when they come on, right? So I have to depend on you guys to say, okay, I'm gonna hit your Cash App, I'm gonna hit your PayPal, and I'm gonna get you some couple of ones and twos. And yesterday or whatever day that I was on, there was absolutely nothing. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going back on. I'm not going to go back on. And I said that to myself. But then I said, you know, what about those people, those family people, those real diehard hip hop people that have in the past donated? What about them? Can I just leave them and just say, you know, so that's what makes me come back. But I would definitely appreciate if you guys, I mean, let me know if I'm not giving critical information. Let me know if I'm not exposing these trolls and trying to secure the code and the lock that our ancestors have gave to us. You know, let me know if I'm not doing that. If I'm not doing that, then, you know, I deserve to stop. I deserve to not to do it, you know, and they will win. The trolls will win because that's what the trolls are there for. They're there for me to stop spreading the truth. Okay? Okay. First Class Citizen says, I used to wear glasses too, cool DJ face, LOL. So, be honest with you, when I turned, I think like 57, maybe 55, I had to start wearing reading glasses. So back in the days, those Cazals were not prescription or anything. They had just the regular clear lenses. And then I had another pair. I had a gray pair, I had a black pair, I had a blue pair. And so one of them had the darker lens in it, and that I used for sunglasses, but they all Cazal, not anything else, not kangaroos or whatever, or gazelles or anything. And so I didn't need to wear the glasses, but that was the style. That was something. So now I can't do this now without reading glasses because I'll be there all day going, trying to figure it out. But yes, First Class, I didn't wear glasses until I was, and it just reading glasses until like I was 55 years old. Okay. Face, he probably wore gold. Oh, wow. He had gold seals and kangaroos. He did, you know, and that's why do you think he doesn't show? And, okay, so I'm glad you brought that point up, Gary, because now this is one thing. So, Columbus yesterday tried to bait me because he already knows how I give it up, and he knows what I would say and whatever. So he's already done trying to snitch and try to bait people into saying that they threaten him and all of that. He's doing all of that because he wants to get rid of these people. He don't want these people to have a voice. This is Columbus that I'm talking about now. And so he said something. He said, FaZe, come to the TBB anniversary this summer, that he will be there. This is what he said. He said that he will be there. And the old FaZe would have just gave it to him and would be like, would have gave it to him. And I was smart enough not to, but then I asked him, why did you say that? Why did you tell me that? Why did you tell me that? And he couldn't answer that. But then someone said that he backtracked and he said, oh, I was just going to invite you. It's not his event. He can't invite me to something that's not even his. And the fact of the matter is, I guarantee you that he won't be there. He won't be there. And if he's there, tell him to, or I'm telling you because I know you're in here, I'm telling you to do a live and show that you're there. Show that you're there. Put the camera to the place and then turn it around and show that you're there. And I guarantee you, just like we ask you to put your pictures of your clothes or the stuff that you wore or whatever, like I say all the time, I use the same thing. So you guys, remember, I always could do this. I always could go and say, okay, this is champagne cologne. This is champagne cologne. And, I can always do this. I can always do this and show that it's really in there. That's really champagne cologne. And this is from AJ Lester's. This is AJ Lester is the only one that had this size bottle and this bottle. Okay, AJ Lester was the only one that had this. Okay, so this is from AJ Lester. Okay, it's not from whatever. And so I can always do that. I can always go ahead and pull it up like, I could do something like this, and then I can, I could, look, never ever been open, all right? Let me pull it out so you can see. Never been open, see? It's never been open. And I could always do that. I could always do that. You understand? And that's the difference. That's the difference of these guys that always talk about that they did this or they wore this or they do this or whatever. Show and prove, show and prove that that's what you can do. And that's what you do. You see what I'm saying? So I'm one to always buy 2 and 3 things, even back then, and I use one and I put one up. Just like with the records. I'll go buy 4, 6 records, same record, and I'll have unsealed ones. So right now, I have 2 unsealed Apaches, Return of the Bongo Band. I have 2 unsealed Catch a Grooves. Oh man, I have so many unsealed records, just that they're just unsealed. And I can show them to you. I can get on here and show them. But we asked this guy Columbus to show some evidence of the things that he's talking about, and he never can do it. And then when we ask him a question, he'll answer everything else and say all this other things, but won't answer the question. And so we wonder about that. Okay. Mr. Washington, fly. Yeah, we will fly. We sure enough was. Okay. I know being from Baltimore, we always felt like the latest styles was coming from New York. Yes, Baltimore. Yes, I have cousins in Baltimore, and we used to always tell them, what the latest styles were, and we would usually bring them there and show them. P. Water says he had that jacket. What jacket? The one that I got there? Yeah. Yeah. Oh goodness, man. I had that in green. I had it in dark blue. I had it in that. People, that's my favorite blue right there. That color, and so yeah, P. Water, I know what you're talking about. I can feel it. And so yes, we asked him. Now look, he says the doctor ain't gonna show no pictures like that because they don't exist. Right. And you see, that's what I don't, oh, Gary says that was, yes, that was the 60s, if you're talking about the one with the baseball jacket. Yeah. And so, yes, he can produce that. He can. And he says, never wore mixed match clothes. We were always coordinated in our style of dress. And that's true. That's true. So now, which I should have did, I should have got some pictures of Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans in the 60s and 70s and how their attire was and how they wore their clothes. I really should have did that. And what I don't understand is if they so much, it was 50-50, then they should have these pictures. Like nobody doesn't not have, pictures of them doing this. And for us, this is everyday wear. Like you don't make us pull out the pictures of us dressing up. Oh my God, we pour those, man, like, listen, I got a couple of pictures of us dressing up. But other than that, this is our everyday wear. And so, like I was saying with the Pro-Keds, because the Pro-Keds were cheap, right? And they were actually skips. When we got maybe 10 or 12 pair and had the shorts or the tank tops and the stuff to match it, it became cool, like cool. And that's why I never forget when Black Willie saw me rocking every day with the different Pro-Keds on, man. And that was like, that was so cool. And one thing that he showed me, and as soon as he showed it to me, I started doing it, in school, was rocking the blazer, the mock neck, the AJs, and the British Walkers. And I had a gold medallion. So rocking that with the gold medallion, and I didn't have to worry about nothing, because the Spades had my back. I could fight anyway, but I didn't have to worry about going to school and getting robbed. You know, I had sheepskins, I had leathers, I had all the parkers and all of that stuff. I had that. You know, the quarter fields. Then when the quarter fields came out with the different furs and stuff, you know, I had that. So the whole thing was that we were so, I guess, advanced because, you know, like I said, we were getting that money, that it was nothing for us to wear something crazy. You know, it was nothing for us. You know, I bought my own cars. My parents never gave me a car, and I had a car since I was 15 years old. I had a car. 15 years old, I had a car. And I had back then you could get license from a different state, because in a different state you only had to be 16 to get a license, and so you could use that license. And so of course, you know, down south or whatever, I would get the light. But I had a car since I was 15 years old, and I bought the car myself. You know, a lot of parents give their kids their first cars. My brothers and sisters, they got a car. My parents gave them the car, but not me. I bought my own car, and that's just real. Go Gadget, I don't see you, but First Class Citizen says that you're in the building, so I gotta scroll down to you. DJ Biggs, what's good? He's in the building. Of course, he says what's up to everybody. He says what's up. Okay. I'm looking for questions. I'm looking for questions. That's what I'm actually looking for. Renee LaRock is in the building. And look what Princess says. Says the troll. See, and well, annoying was the fact that we saw the play. Like, we saw the play. When he actually said that he wanted to get Scorekeeper's channel took down, was just, and that, you know, Mighty Hebrew was, you know, was threatening him, you know, that really, I hope, showed the audience what kind of person this is. See, because this is what makes sense to me. This is what makes sense to me. And I just have to say it. This is what makes sense to me. Is okay, you guys. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for what makes sense to me?
Colonel Justice, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
So what I feel is with these guys is this. So if, say somebody was threatening you, was really threatening you, and say someone was lying on you, or saying something, or giving wrong information or anything, I would try my best not to even listen to or hear anything that those people are saying. Go ahead. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never harm me. And I would just stay away. I would stay away from them. But they're every single where that we go, they're there. They're there. Uh-oh, I see something. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. Now, This is Bally. This is Bally 733. That's what I was saying. See, now this is Bally 733. You saw he came in as Bally 733. So he's trying to clean it up and say it's called sarcasm. Mario wasn't hip in DJing in 71. I know what name I was under. Let it go. You said you are in a pic with Mario. Show the pic. Ah, see? See? Now this is Bally. This is Bally 733. Now, people, do y'all see this? Do you see what I'm talking about? So now, so if it was sarcasm, why did you delete it? Why? You see what I'm saying? And so he's saying, let it go. No, you let it go. Stop trying your best to be in hip hop. You're not. You're a nerd. You're a troll. You're a liar. He said, this is what he said, and I have it. I have all the things. He said that I was born in 69 or 70, and he knows for a fact. He said he talked to Herc. He knows that Herc told him and asked him about me, and he asked Kool Clyde about me, and he asked all of these people. Now imagine him saying that he asked Kool Clyde about me. Clyde. And imagine him saying he asked Herc about me, and he asked all of these people, he asked about me, and they didn't know me. And that's what he says. And then because he used to always be all about the flyers. Let me do that again. Let me show that again. Let me show that again. Because that guy, that's this guy. Look, that's this guy. This guy, Bruce Banner, right there, is this guy. And so he says, it's called sarcasm. Mario wasn't hip to DJing in 1971. See? See? Now this is this guy. Look, he says it. He admits it right there. He says it. Right? Okay, because look. Let me see. Is that the one? No. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. Oh no, wait a minute. There it is. I gotta take that down for you to see. Okay, so there you go. Okay. Mario and Smokey were scratching and doing tricks in 71. Now, if he was joking, there would be the laugh emoji, because that's what he always does. He does the laugh emoji, you see, but he didn't realize that he was being Bally 733. He thought he was Bruce Banner or whatever, this guy. So we got him. We got the troll. We got him. Everybody, can y'all throw a thumbs up to know that we got him? Just throw a thumbs up, please, y'all. Just throw a thumbs up in the comments so he can know. He can know. He's claiming he is the guy in the hoodie in that famous Mario pic. See, he's claiming. I'm claiming, right? in the Mario pic, there's no. I don't have a hoodie. Okay, so I don't have. But he's trying to get information. He's trying to know which one. When it's clear, you can see. Okay, and so oh God, we got him. So y'all put a thumbs up. Put a thumbs up to know that Bally 733, Bruce Banner, you out of here. You out of here. You just no play. Nobody's gonna, nothing. Okay, look. Bruce Banner, Incredible Hulk, you're not fooling anyone. No one. You're not fooling no one. So now he's going to go off crying, right? He's going to go, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm done. Like a little BAN. We got him. We got him, people. We got him. Okay? We got him. Oh, God. We got him. So y'all see that. Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this. Look. Look what Princess says. These trolls love us. They can't stay away. Valley 733, Bruce Banner, you can't stay away, can you? You're obsessed. You're obsessed with FaZe. Like, you're obsessed. If anybody, right, anybody that doesn't like somebody or whatever, or thinks someone is lying, would not have a notification and have to come on every single thing that I do, have to listen to every single thing that I do. What do you get out of saying that I'm lying? What do you get out of saying that I wasn't there? What do you get out of that? You get out of that. That turns you on to think that. And so that just shows that you're pathetic. Like, I don't go to your page for nothing. I don't want to hear nothing that you have to say. I don't want to see you. I don't want to do nothing. And all this guy does is hide behind different names. You just saw it. Why does he have two different names? And he has way more than two names. But why does he have two different names? For what reason? If he's a historian or whatever he says he is, or whatever, why wouldn't he just take that name and build that name? He can't. He can't. Because we all know he's obsessed. His whole life is based on the internet and what he could say with DJ FaZe. Oh, God. FaZe in the pic, Mario flashing the money. Do you know the two girls standing on the left side of the pic? Yes, I do. I know every single person that's in the pic. Okay. Okay, see? There you go. See? This is Bally. This is him. Oh, God. Bruce Banner is Randy. No. Well, like I said, these look, whoever it is, they're just obsessed with me. They're obsessed. And that is a shame. Like, they're obsessed. And anybody, listen, think about it. Why would a person want to do this so bad? Why would a person want to do this so bad? Like, why? And look how he talks. He talks like a little I'm not Randy. I'm not Randy. I'm not. Look. Y'all can just see the way he talks. Look. I'm not Randy. I'm not Randy. Oh, God. LOL. It's your world, DJ FaZe. I got two pairs of gazelles and I love them. A pair of shades and a pair of lenses. Peace, King. Right. Because that's what we do. Now, I bet you this guy don't have not one pair of gazelles, don't have no British, don't have no AJs, no mock necks, no never had, never will have, never been to a hip hop jam in his whole entire life. The only information he ever got was from seeing a flyer or the internet. That's what this guy is. He has no clue of nothing. And that's why he's so mad, because all his pathetic life, he heard the lie about Herc. And then he told me he lied and said he called Herc. I called Herc directly after he said that and said nobody called me and asked me about you or anything. I called her. I called her exactly after this guy did it. This same guy said that he was at the Mario street naming event. He lied and said that he was there. He was there, and he showed pictures of people that put pictures up on the internet and said that he was there. He was there. He lied. So why would he have to lie? This is the whole thing. Why would he have to lie? Yeah, the jig is up. The jig is up, buddy. Can you tell FaZe to show the pic that he said he is in with Mario? See, why you can't tell me, Bally733? Why you can't tell me? And why do you want to see it? Why do you want to see it? Why? So that you can have the picture now, right? That's why you want to see it, right? That's why. Oh, God, let's get back off of him. And who cares if he goes to the anniversary grown-ups chasing and bragging about hip-hop? Oh, God. But that's what I'm saying. That these people, look. Incredible Hulk, you gonna be there, bro? Oh, God. See? And so now, why are they here? Why are they here? Why are they here? Why is Bally733 here? Why is he here? Now, he's always saying that I'm lying and I'm this and I'm that. Why is he here, people? Please tell me, why is he here? Why? Oh, God, we got him. We got him. We got him. From right. You better know it. From mini bikes to cars. And that's what the definitely did, what we did. That's what it looks like. That's what it looked like at Grand Prix. Oh, you know, it wasn't Grand Prix, but okay. Okay. Someone asked FaZe to remember. Look. Can someone ask FaZe if he remembered DJ Paradise? See, he did, because this is what I'm. How does he know DJ Paradise? How does he know? Because of the internet. That's the only place this guy gets information. And so now he wants to ask and see. So he'll say the information, and then he'll later on, he'll bring up something like this. He'll say, Mario and Smokey was scratching and doing tricks in 71. That's what he'll do. So I'll say something about Paradise or whatever, and then he'll write that down and say that, and then later on he'll say like he knew that. That's what he does. That's what he does. See, you smoked them out. Yes, Tammy. They're so, oh my God. The bigger question is, why are men acting like this? Nothing about trolling, hating, and whining is hip-hop, much less being a man. And that's it. That's it. That makes a perfect point. If this is a man And he has to think about it. He says, look what you're doing. You're that's not a man. This is the behavior of a B-A-N. B period A period N. That's what this behavior is. And that's all they know. So you can imagine when they were younger, people didn't like them. People still don't like them. People do not like this person. They don't like him. He gets no love. Never had no love. His family never loved him. His teachers, nobody ever gave these people love. And that's it. And when we get on them like this, when we're dogging them out like this, they're crying right now. They got, you know how you get that lump in your throat? He got the lump right now. He got the Willie lump right now in his throat because he's so upset that we're telling the truth about him, about what he's doing, about that. And so he's crying right now. He got the lump in his throat. Oh, God. And then ask him, just ask him, say, why do you have so many names? Why? I DJ with a lot of real known DJs, and I don't have pictures with them. Just because you don't have pictures don't mean you not there. Huh? Wait a minute, DJ Money. Hold up. Stop. Hold up. Now, let's get to the nitty-gritty. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty. So you say, I DJ with a lot of real known DJs, right? And I don't have any pictures, don't have pictures with them. Just because you don't have pictures don't mean you not there. Just because you don't have pictures doesn't mean you're not there. Well, DJ Money, I would think that these well-known DJs would want to take a picture with you. You see, because I get asked all the time to take pictures with the DJs. I'm at here. Look. I'm DJing. That's Chuck Freeze. All right. They want to take a picture. I'm DJing, so it ain't like they want to take, like I want to take the picture. I'm DJing. You see, I'm at work. I'm DJing. They want to take a picture with me. You see what I'm saying? All right, look. Let's go some more. Let's go some more. You know, hey, look. Who's that? DJ Money. Who's that? They taking pictures with me. All right, that's Tony Crusher Breakout. They taking pictures of me, DJ Money. So I would think that they want to take pictures with you. And you would want to take pictures with them and show your experiences. So, you know, everybody got a cell phone. Your phone don't have a camera on it. Take some pictures. That's not nothing. Don't say because you don't have no pictures that doesn't mean you wasn't there. Just show your proof that you was there. Show that your proof that you was with the DJs or whatever. That's the only reason why I'm showing the pictures. That's the only reason why I love this picture right here of Black Rob right before he passed away. That's why I have those pictures. All right, because Black Rob is, me and Black Rob is cool as a fan. And so that's why I have those pictures, DJ Money. So I don't know what that was all about. I don't know why all of a sudden, you got into that mode. Because that's not what it's all about. You feel me? That's not what it's all about. And so, you know, look, here's here, do that. I'm sure you got some pictures like this, right? I'm sure. So don't say you don't have any pictures or anything. You know, like keep it real. Keep it 100. That's what it's all about. You see what it says in the back? DJ Faze. And DJ Faze is DJing. That's what it's about. So you the way you're saying it is like, oh, because I got pictures, that if you don't have pictures doesn't mean you're not there. And that's it. How many times the same person gonna talk like they know everything, then come back under another name and ask a million questions? That's Bally, Bruce Banner, all of these people, like I said, and look at the thumbs up. See, now that I missed the thumbs up, but look at the thumbs up for you, Bruce Banner. The thumbs up is to say that they know. They know what you're doing. They know that you're obsessed with me. They know no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what it is, they all know that you're obsessed with me. That you wish you was me. That you wish you were there. You wish. But you're just not. You'll never be. You're proving to us that you were a nerd, and you still are. You sat at the table by yourself. By yourself. Nobody sat at the table with you. You had your own little cookies. Cookies and milk. Because nobody sat with you. Nobody. And he's hiding. Yes. He's hiding. So that's why he has different names. So because now, and the reason why he does it, like, because I already called him out. Because, you know, before he was saying, you know, just bad stuff or whatever. And so I said, okay, this is when I'm in, you know, when I get in the mode. And I said, okay, let's meet up. Because then I started going off on him. I started telling him what I would do to him and all that good stuff. And so I told him, and I started talking about his mother and everything. I started just dogging his moms out and all that, because I know with me, you talk about my moms, and that's it. That's all that's going to happen. And so I was talking about his moms and everything and told him to meet me. And I was ready to meet him and everything. He told me where he's going to be or whatever. And like a fool, I go down there and wait for 2 hours for this idiot. And then, of course, he doesn't show up and doesn't say anything. Because they're cowards. He hides his identity because he's a coward. He's a coward. And that's it. That's it. He's a coward. Okay. Faye, so what are the two girls' names in the pic that were married? Okay, so this guy, this one is another one. This is another name. This is another name. See, this is another name. Because they go out and then they come back. You won't see them the same name and the same time. Right. He's trying to get some clout that he never had growing up. And he'll never get the clout. He'll never get the clout. And I hope this isn't another. No, it's not another one. It's the same one. It's the same one. Right. Oh, God. Oh, God. yes. They need to seek mental help. They do. They do. They do. They need mental help. Like they need that couch. They need the couch. They need the couch. Wow. These people are lame. Someone asked me to prove that I live in the Bronx by telling them what high school I went to. What kind of dumb is that? Well, because if you tell them that, then they can say to other people that they went there. They went to that high school. They went there. And that's what it's all about. See, they use our information for them to say, because they never went. They never got a chance to see Mario or Herc or Breakout or Cold Crush. They never got a chance to see that. And so because they didn't see that, they try to get all of everything. Yeah, something else shaking my head. To steal information to say he was there. He don't know. He don't know. Right, to say he know. Right. Okay, so now we look. So right. So prove you know them. Right? Prove you know them. Right? Right? So we asked him to that, right? And let's see what he says. Right? See? Oh, God. Oh, I just said I know him. Right? So listen. Short shot or whatever you want to call yourself, right? Listen. We know why, if this is the case, right? If you're saying all of this and everything, why are you here? Just answer that. Let's go down to the comments where you say why you're here. Why? If we're lying, if I'm lying and all of that, why do you want to hear my lies? Why do you want to hear my lies? If you know I'm lying, he's lying. Why do you have to say that I'm lying? Why? Why are you here? And see, this is what it means. DJ Faze exposed the trolls. So you're trolling. That's all you're doing is trolling. And you're exposed. Oh, he said, okay, DJ Money says, I'm agreeing with you. Okay. 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 I was trying to say if you switched. So we kind of got you on the don't know thing, DJ Money. Okay. Because like I said, you were from me a few minutes ago, and then when you said that comment, it just scared me. I don't know. Okay, right. Okay, and that's good. So now we're good. We're good. We're good, DJ. Okay, Faze thinks everyone is. See, Short says Faze thinks everyone is against him. See, and I sure totally don't. Okay. Right. Okay, and that's what I didn't understand. When DJ said that, I was thinking that he meant that because he says I DJ, and just because I don't have a picture doesn't mean that I wasn't there. Okay, and so I'm not saying that because you don't have a picture that you wasn't there, DJ. I'm no DJ Money. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I have pictures because I people ask me, number one, to take pictures, and then I want to take pictures to just put them in my memory Rolodex. You know, I want to show, hey, I was there. Okay. Salute DJ Faze. I have a music question. I remember in the early 70s, some R&B 45 singles had the instrumental version on the B side. Did people ever use those at parties? Yes. Yes. And let me tell you, in the 70s, what those instrumentals meant. Okay. So a lot of 70s music were used for movies, commercials, advertisement. And the instrumental part meant that you could hear the music in the background and you could say something over it. So if you had the actual lyrics playing, then you couldn't be able to talk over it. And so that's why when you hear soundtracks, you usually hear the instrumental version of it. And they take those words so that you could have talk over and you could voice over the music. So I hope I answered that right for you, Paul. If I did answer that for you, please verify that I answered that for you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, because I hope I didn't offend DJ Money. I'm just saying sometimes you don't get a chance to get pictures of everybody at a party. No, 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 no. See, okay, this is what I know for a fact. Like I said, I've been DJing since '70, and I know for a fact that you don't even have to take like this picture right here. I didn't take that picture. I did not take this picture that's up on the screen right now. I did not take the picture. And there's thousands of pictures that I didn't take. And then I'll go on somewhere else and see, hey, yo, they got a picture of DJ Faze. Or they'll come to me at a concert or something and say, look, here's a picture of you and want an autograph. And I sign it. So it's just, it ain't that, man. I'm not saying for you that you have to have pictures to prove where you're at. I'm not saying that. Just like I said, this picture was taken, and several pictures were taken, not of me. They were taking of me. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say. Here, let's look at this picture. Okay, let's look at that picture. Okay, now I didn't take that picture. I didn't ask somebody to take that picture. This picture was in a magazine. This picture was actually in a magazine. Okay? And so I didn't take that picture. That picture is someone took the picture and they said, oh, yo, Faze, you're in the magazine, da 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 da. And they showed me the picture. Look, I didn't take this picture. This is somebody in the audience. Somebody in the audience took that picture and they say, look, here, you was here. Look, there's another one in the audience. Someone in the audience taking the pictures. Look, look, look. Someone in the audience take the pictures. So I'm not saying that, because you don't have any pictures, that's not what I'm saying. That's totally not what I'm saying. Okay? Salute BTP, I appreciate it, bro. Well, BTP, oh God. See, oh man, let me, oh God. Ooh, my goodness, oh God. Uh-oh, they said scoreboard's in the building. Uh-oh, let's see. Let's see if he's really in the building. Let's see. Make some noise. There you go. There we go. Now we talking. Oh man, you must have came in late because we just roasted Bally 733 who came in as Short Shot and a couple of other ones, and so we had to roast him. We had to roast him. So he's probably somewhere crying in the corner, crying, and trying to get information, just like we were all talking about. Yes, Temu historians catching L's everywhere. LOL. By the way, I made that video private that you tried to use against Mighty. Ha ha. Right. Right. Exactly. That code. See, that's that code again. It's that code. And like I said, that Short Shot guy, he goes on everything that I'm in. Every single thing that I'm in, he goes in and he says, oh, FaZe is this, FaZe doesn't know this, and FaZe, every single thing is. And if that's a man, what kind of man does that? What kind of man follows another man like that? What kind of man does that, Scoreboard Keepers? What kind of man follows another man like that? Not a man following a woman, but or a woman following a man following a man. What is this world coming to? Okay. Who do you think or believe is behind this assault on our culture from all angles? I myself believe it's the he that shall not be named people. Okay. So what it is two type of people. It's two type of people. Well, actually three. It's three type of people that does these things. All right. One of the people are the people the pink people. And I'm going to tell you why it's the pink people. Because, see, if we crack the code and we prove and show the actual truth, they can't benefit off of it. They can't. They can't. We'll be self-contained and they won't be able to benefit from it. So that's why the pink people do it. And then the pink people send their agents, which, I'll keep it 100, are the Puerto Ricans. See, the Puerto Ricans are easy. You see Columbus. The only reason why he tries to look somewhat like us is because he cuts his hair off. But if he were to grow his hair and you see that he's pink already, he would try to pass off as being a pink person. You see what I'm saying? And so the Puerto Ricans, they are the ones that are being used by the pink people to do it. Then you have the nerd. You have the nerd that didn't have hip hop, wasn't allowed to go outside, wasn't, what didn't hang out with the cool kids, never had any cool wear or cool know anything cool. So when the internet came out and these hip hop magazines and all of these things came out that he could have access, they could have access to, then they got the access to it, and that's all they knew. So when they got that access, and then we come along and say, yo, that's a lie. That's a lie. Herc didn't create no hip hop. Herc didn't bring no sound system to America, and that's where we got the sound system for. And what it was the word toasting and all of that stuff is what became hip hop. So now that we say that, then these people, these nerds, right? These nerds, they go, no, that's not true. Santa Claus is real. Santa Claus is real. And the Easter Bunny, I see the Easter Bunny. He brings me candy. I know, I know. And so they hate the people that told them Santa Claus isn't real. And they hate it. So they try their best to show that they hate you. They hate you. And they want everybody to believe in them. And that's why they always say, everyone knows. Everyone did this. Everyone. Then we ask them who the everyone is, and they change the subject. They change the subject. That's because they know. Now, when I'm looking at the numbers changing, so what they'll do is they'll go out with that name and then come back in with another name. And that's why it changes like the way it does. We got them. We got them. We got them. Oh, Riri, I didn't put this up. I didn't put this up all day. Okay. All right. So, look, I wasn't even supposed to stay this long. This is what I'm doing. Hey, so scorekeepers, listen. Put up the date for your things. Or do you want to come in? Scorekeepers, if you want to come in, let me know you want to come in. And because now I don't know how to do that. But this is Short Shot under my other account. Before Riri Ruli kicked me off, I was going to say the two girls in Mario's pics where he's flashing the money are Reba and Lisa, the sisters disco. Oh my God! Yeah, you know what? Oh my God! I really don't. This guy is he's laugh my ass. Short Shot talk about so and so was down with so and so, naughty by nature with OPP, but it was not theirs. LOL. Because like I said, these people tried their best. They tried their best to, I guess, fit in or show. There he goes. That's it. That's what I was talking about, scoreboard. That's what I was talking about. 100% fade haircuts were the best thing that ever happened to PRs in hip hop culture because in the 70s they had hair like Tony Orlando. Oh God. Oh my goodness. Okay. May 23rd, Hip Hop Summit. Okay. So you guys, listen, look out for that. Scorekeepers, he knows what's going on. They know they're definitely about the real life and what we're doing. So I had to put that up, May 23rd, Hip Hop Summit. But like I said, let me go back up to what Riri said. Okay, people. Okay, let's go back up to what Riri said. Here we go. Where you at, Riri? Where you at? Where you at, Riri? There you go. Okay, so now, people, look. Yes, scorekeepers, I want to put it out. We're unifying, and they hate it. Yes, they hate it. They hate it. So the thing is this. This is the thing. I want to come back. But I was very disappointed the other day when I looked at the Cash App and I looked at the PayPal. I was very upset. Very upset. Because it doesn't take anything to like, share, subscribe, and donate. It doesn't take anything to do that. And you see what we're going up against. You see how these trolls are in here. You see that they watch every single thing that we do. It's not just me. It's what we do. And for them to show up for everything we do is just pathetic. It really is. And I'm just going to leave it with that, you guys. I'm going to leave it with that because to me, I don't understand it. I just don't understand their logic of why they feel like they have to be where we're at. They have to try their best to unlock the code. They'll never unlock the code. They'll never, ever, ever unlock the code. And so listen, the Cash App and the PayPal is on there. And guys, please, if you guys want me to come back, if you really do want me to come back and drop the signs, drop the word, and please hit that share button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, and hit that Cash App and that PayPal. Okay? Please do that for me, DJ FaZe.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
answer the question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth! Colonel Jessup, did you order the Code Red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!